Chapter 3. Fundraising Audit. Unlocking your nonprofit's full potential. Why a fundraising audit is your first step. If your nonprofit is struggling to raise the money it needs, you must start by understanding why. Many organizations waste time chasing new funding sources without fully utilizing the resources they already have. A fundraising audit forces you to take a step back and analyze your current approach, helping you identify what's working, what's failing, and what hidden opportunities exist. A well-executed fundraising audit isn't just about reviewing numbers, it's about building a strong foundation for future growth. It ensures you leverage your network, maximize existing relationships, and create a culture where board members are actively involved in fundraising. Without this step, you risk repeating the same mistakes and missing the untapped potential already within your reach. Key areas of the fundraising audit. A fundraising audit focuses on database analysis, reviewing donor records, engagement history, and giving patterns, strengthening our fundraising infrastructure, assessing the tools, technology, and processes used for fundraising. Donor network expansion, mapping relationships by identifying at least 10 key connections from each board member and the founder. Community and institutional opportunities, exploring partnerships within the local community, financial institutions, and corporate affiliations. Nonprofit collaborations, identifying mission-aligned nonprofits for potential partnerships. By systematically auditing these areas, you gain a clear picture of where your organization stands and where it can grow. More importantly, this process helps you move from reactive, short-term fundraising to a proactive, long-term strategy that transforms your financial future. The insights from this audit will allow you to refine your approach, avoid wasted efforts, and focus on the opportunities that yield real results. An effective audit ensures that your organization is well positioned to secure funding and sustain its mission. The process, activating your board members in fundraising. Fundraising is not a solo mission. The weight of securing financial resources should never fall solely on the founder or executive team. Instead, your nonprofit must take a collective approach, one that brings board members into the fundraising process as engaged and invested participants. However, engagement doesn't happen automatically. To activate your board in fundraising, you must use a strategic approach that makes them feel they are in charge of the process. When board members believe their insights and efforts drive the strategy, they become more willing to participate in the solution. Here's how to do it. 1. Call for a strategy meeting. Send a compelling message to your board expressing dissatisfaction with the current state of fundraising. Make it clear that a new approach is needed and that their insights are critical. The goal is to frame the meeting as a collaborative strategy session rather than a complaint or demand. 2. Ask for their input first. During the meeting, invite each board member to share their thoughts on what is and isn't working. Giving them a voice first increases their buy-in and makes them more open to collaborative solutions. 3. Introduce the fundraising audit process. Once they have spoken, explain that the best way forward is through a structured fundraising audit. Let them know you will be sending a form to collect their insights, emphasizing that the solution to your funding challenges is already within the team's collective knowledge and networks. 4. Set clear expectations and deadlines. Agree on a firm deadline for board members to complete the fundraising audit form. Follow up individually to ensure participation and accountability. Fundraising audit form. This form will help map existing resources and uncover new fundraising opportunities. The first section is designed to collect board members' insights, ensuring they feel heard and valued before shifting the focus to their networks and connections. Section 1. Gathering board members' insights. What do you believe is currently working in our fundraising efforts? What fundraising strategies do you think have been ineffective, and why? What untapped opportunities do you see for our organization to raise funds? Do you think we are funding ready? Do we have all the tools and resources in place to raise money? What can we do to raise money from your perspective? How can we better support you in engaging with fundraising efforts? Section 2. Strengthening our fundraising infrastructure. Do you feel we have the necessary tools and resources for fundraising success? What additional support do we need to improve fundraising efforts? Section 3. Personal and professional network mapping. Identify at least 10 individuals from your network who could be potential donors. How do you know each person, e.g. friend, colleague, business associate? What is the nature of your relationship with them? What is the best way to introduce them to the organization? Section 4. Corporate and institutional affiliations. List brands and companies you are connected to through work, purchases, or loyalty. Do you have contacts within these organizations who may be interested in supporting our mission? Are there financial institutions we should connect with for potential support? Section 5. Collaborative opportunities. Identify nonprofits in our community that we should connect with for joint fundraising efforts. Are there local organizations, businesses, or networks that could support our mission? Section 6. Board member commitment. Would you be willing to assist in outreach efforts for donor engagement? How can the organization support you in your role as a fundraiser? Analyzing the fundraising audit findings. Once you have gathered responses from your board members, the next step is to study the data and prepare it for presentation during your fundraising planning session. At this stage, you are not yet taking action. Instead, you are focusing on understanding the findings to inform your next steps. 1. Identify common themes and key insights. Look for patterns in the responses. Are there consistent concerns about a lack of donor engagement? Do multiple board members identify the same fundraising gaps? Pinpointing these trends will help you focus on the most pressing issues. Pay attention to unique suggestions as well. Sometimes, an outlier idea can provide a breakthrough opportunity. 2. Categorize your findings. Group the information into key categories. Organizational readiness for fundraising. Gaps in fundraising infrastructure. Board engagement in fundraising. Potential donor and institutional connections. 3. Prepare findings for fundraising planning. The insights gathered from the audit will guide the organization in the next step, achieving 100% board giving. The board's feedback will help identify the tools and resources needed to get the organization funding ready. Additionally, the findings will inform a strategy to engage the board's immediate network for fundraising efforts. Preparing for the next step. A fundraising audit is the foundation for financial success. By carefully examining your nonprofit's current state, listening to your board members, and preparing for strategic fundraising planning, you position your organization for growth. Now, take this knowledge and use it to build a structured fundraising strategy that engages your board, strengthens your infrastructure, and unlocks new opportunities for funding.